Decision 2009. Who will be Evanston's next mayor? Issue 1. What does the mayor do?
The number one role of the mayor of Evanston is to champion Evanston externally in terms of business and other government entities, and that's something I feel like I can do. I think the mayor needs to put forth a vision for the future of Evanston and provide a roadmap. I think the mayor needs to manage the priorities of the city real time, and personally I'd like to use the role of mayor to inspire the young people of Evanston and to reach out to them individually. A number of them are working in the campaign. So with that, I'll leave it and let the other candidates.
The mayor represents the entire city, so in trying to get infrastructure money, which the mayor and I are trying to do right now, the mayor is the key person because the mayor represents the entire city of Evanston, and the infrastructure money is tremendously important to us at this point in time. It could be a one chance in a lifetime to fix our infrastructure. The mayor is the person who represents the entire city. She's the face of Evanston, and that, I think, is a very powerful, along with appointing committees and chairing meetings, but I think representing all of Evanston is a tremendously important role.
Besides being an advocate for Evanston outside of the community, lobbying within the region to get our share of available funds, what's critically important is we make sure that we have quality people appointed to our boards and commissions, that they have the support that they need so that they can be true advisors to the city council. And that's something that I think needs to be focused on in a much more purposeful way in making sure that all the residents of Evanston have a voice within Evanston.
The mayor, the job of mayor is a part-time job. The mayor is not looked to run the railroad. That's the job of the city manager. That said, the mayor has the authority to appoint people to boards and commissions, and I think it's very important that the mayor weigh in on and use the bully pulpit that is available to the mayor on anything that touches important aspects of our community life. But that's the principal function as I see it, to identify objectives, to understand the contours of those objectives and the nuances of those objectives, and then lead the council in a direction to achieve those objectives.
Issue 2. Do you support public access television?
I support public access, and I support Lisa Madigan's attempts to improve public access and to fight AT&T for not providing it sufficiently in their huge, ugly VRAD boxes.
I do support public access, yes.
Do I support public access? The answer is yes.
I support public access. I'd like to maybe jazz up the programming a little bit so people that are up in the middle of the night have some maybe different things to watch. But yes, absolutely.
Issue 3. How should the police and firemen pensions be funded?
Certainly getting more money from the water contract is another idea, and Northwestern University does not follow the example of Harvard and MIT. Harvard, MIT, and other universities make a payment in lieu of taxes of several $million per year, and they have an agreement with their communities that if they buy a property and take it off the tax rolls, they will make a payment in lieu of in perpetuity and increase it at 3% a year.
Northwestern has said repeatedly they're not going to open up the checkbook. I take them at their word. As far as I'm concerned, that's a dead issue. But Mr. Gobat, the question about the pension fund, there's no debate. It has to be funded. And I think it's going to come about as a result of structural changes in the budget. That means cutting programs, non-essential services, but it has to be funded. There's no question about that.
I agree with Liz that we need to be trying to talk to Northwestern University. I'm a Northwestern alum, and for the past 20 years, every year when I get the little student calling looking for money, my answer is, when you contribute to the police and fire pension funds, I'll consider giving you some money.
Issue 4. Who will be Evanston's next mayor? You decide.